Hello everyone. My name is Novenus Pintu, and today I will present my middle project for modern culture studies. The title of this presentation is Gender Representation in Berbie 2023.
So cool. You can find me under the lights, diamonds under my eyes.
In this presentation, I will discuss how gender is represented in the film, including female roles and male roles, gender stereotypes, and the main messages of the film. I chose this film because it presents a unique and modern perspective on gender issues, which are very relevant in today's society, guys. So, let us introduction about this film Barbie 2023. First, let me explain what gender representation means. So, gender representation refers to how men and human are shown in movie, media, and culture. It includes how they behave, how they are treated, and what rules they have in society, guys. Movies are very powerful because they influence how people think when we watch movie. We often learn what is considered normal for men and a human. In traditional film, women are often shown as weak, emotional, and depend on a man. For example, women are often portrayed as needing help or waiting to be saved. In another hand, men are usually shown as strong, brave, and dominant. They are often leads, heroes, or decision maker. However, in modern film, these ideas are starting to change. Many film now changes these traditional roles and try to promote gender equality. One of the film is Berbie 2023. This film is interesting because it shows a world where humans have power and control, which is the opposite of what we usually see in real life. Because of this film, become a good example to analyze gender representation, guys. So now I will explain some important theories related to this topic. So the first concept is gender representation. This means how male and female are represented in media. It includes their roles, behavior, and position in society. The second concept is gender stereotypes. There are fixed beliefs about how men and women should act, guys. For example, so women are expected to be emotional, caring, and beautiful, while men are expected to be strong, confident, and not show emotions. So these stereotypes can limit people because they force individuals to behave in their ways. So the third concept is patriarchy. Patriarchy is a system where men have more power than a human in society. In a patriarchal system, men often control important decisions, leadership, position, and social structures. So, these theories are important because they help us understand the deeper meaning of the film and how it reflects real life gender issues, guys. Now we are moving to analyzing female representation in this movie. Let's discuss female representation in this film. In Barbie Learn, women are shown as powerful, successful, and independent. They have important roles such as president, doctor, judges, and leaders. This is very different from traditional film where humans are often shown as secondary characters. So Berbie herself is confident and believes in her abilities. She does not depend on men for validation or success. However, as the story develops, Berbie begins to question her identity. They start to feel insecure and confused about her role. So this shows that even a strong woman can face pressure and expectation from society. So the film highlights that being perfect is not realistic and humans should be allowed to be imperfect and human. So the representation of human is in this film is both strong and realistic. So female representation. So next, let's analyze male representation. In Babylon, men are not dominant. Can, for example, first informal and often encourage his happiness depend on Berbie's attention, while shows that he lack independence. So, uh, this is interesting because it reserves traditional roles where men are usually dominant. When Ken enters the real world, so he discovers patriarchy. He sees that men have power, respect, and control. So he becomes excited and decided to bring these ideas back to Berbie's land. As a result, he tries to create a system where men are dominant. So this shows how power and influence identify and behaviors. So the film suggests that men are also affected by gender expectation and can feel insecure. So now let's talk about gender stereotype in the film in a little bit more deep. So the film clearly illustrates how society often places unrealistic expectation on both women and men. So women are expected to be perfect in every aspect, beautiful, intelligent, kind, and always successful. They are prejudiced to means impossible strategy which can lead to self-about expectation. So now let's talk more about gender stereotype in the film using. So this film shows that society often gives strict rules to women and men. Women are expected to be perfect. They should be beautiful, smart, kind, and always successful. So this is very difficult to achieve. Because of this, many humans feel stressed and not good enough. So in the film, Barbie feels this pressure even though she looks perfect. She starts to feel confused and unsure about herself. So men also have their own pressures. They are expected to be strong, powerful, and always confident. And they are often told not to show emotions like sadness or fear. This can make men feel lonely in the film, can want to feel important and respect that. When he feels ignored, he becomes insecure and tries to hard to prove himself. The film shows that these stereotypes are harmful for everyone. They can limit people and stop them from being their true selfish. Instead of being free, people feel trapped by expectation. The film teaches us that it is okay to be different and not follow those rules. Now, let's talk more about the message of the film. So, the main message is about equality and being yourself. The film teaches that men can A man and human should have the same right, change, and respect. No one is better than others. The film also talks about self-identity. It shows that we should decide who we are, not society. We should listen to our own feelings and values. This helps us live a more honest and happy life. So, in another important message is self-acceptance. We do not need to be perfect to be valuable. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses, and that is normal. Accepting ourselves can make us more confident. The film also encourages empathy. This means we should try to understand other people's feeling and experience. When we understand each other, we can build better relationship and a kinder society. In addition, the film reminds us to support each other instead of competing. Both men and humans should work together, not against each other. Cooperation is better than rivalry. In conclusion, Barbie 2023 present a strong and meaningful representation of gender. So the film shows that humans can be powerful, independent, and capable of making their own choices. At the same time, it also shows that men can feel insecure and face emotional struggle. This makes the characters more realistic and human. So the film challenges traditional gender roles and shows the negative effect of a stereotype on both women and men. So it teaches us that these roles are not always there and can limit people's potential. In addition, the film reminds us that everyone is different and should be free to be themselves. People should not feel pressures to follow society's expectation. Instead, they should find their own identity and purpose in life. Overall, the film promotes equality, self-acceptation, and mutual respect. It encourages people to rethink how gender is understood in society and to create a world where everyone feels valued and accepted. So that's all my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. And I hope this presentation help you understand gender representation in modern film. Have a nice day and see you in the next video. Thank you guys.